Hello, my name is Susan Nesbitt. I am a professor of teaching in the Department of Civil Engineering at the University of British Columbia. And I'd like to explain to you a little bit about what the University of British Columbia does in terms of sustainability. In my role as the faculty liaison with the university's sustainability initiative, I've been involved in the university-wide sustainability initiatives since 2010. I'd like to start by explaining that UBC, the campus of the University of British Columbia, exists on land that has been unceded by the Aboriginal nation, the Musqueam First Nations. And so UBC works together with the Musqueam Nation to dictate administrative policies. Part of those policies is that we always acknowledge Musqueam territory when we begin our presentations. So UBC has been involved in sustainability since the 1990s. We were fortunate to be one of the inaugural signatories of the 1990 Talwar Declaration. We began creating green buildings as early as 1996, and in 1998, we opened the University Sustainability Office, and that office has been really instrumental in driving a lot of the operational changes to the university in terms of sustainability. In the 2000s, we worked hard on reducing our greenhouse gas emissions, meeting Kyoto Protocol targets by 2007. We also developed various academic strategies relating to sustainability. And I think these strategies were powerful because we involved the entire university community in developing these strategies. So the development process involved bringing in people from all across the university, whether they be staff, faculty, or students, whether they be from the Faculty of Arts or associated with the Faculty of Land and Food Systems or the Faculty of Dentistry. Everybody had an opportunity to participate and contribute to our academic strategy, which was first developed in 2009. And then more recently, we've been able to achieve gold star ratings for the university, and we've actually developed in 2014 a 20-year sustainability strategy in terms of research, teaching and learning, and operations. So UBC starts by creating a vision that identifies sustainability. It states that at UBC, sustainability means simultaneously improving in human and environmental well-being, not just reduction. So improving, not just trying to achieve reductions in damage or harm. By 2035, such regenerative sustainability, which is what we call it, is embedded across UBC throughout teaching, learning, research, partnerships with community and beyond, operations and infrastructure, and the UBC community. UBC is a vibrant, healthy, and resilient community, deeply engaged with its neighbors, surrounding region, partners around the world, and in a supportive and mutually respectful relationship with the Musqueam people. So in a sense, this is a sort of an aspirational statement that everybody familiar with working at UBC and associated with UBC becomes familiar with over their time at UBC. Just a couple of facts about our campus. Since 2017, we've been able to reduce our absolute greenhouse gas emissions by 30%. We've been able to reduce water on a per student basis since 2000 by 59%. 57 sustainability-related academic programs are offered at UBC. We have 58 green building projects, and on it goes. And a lot of this work was achieved because of the tremendous commitment on the part of the operations staff at UBC. And that operations staff was sort of supported through our sustainability office, which was established in, I think, around the year 2000 by an architect who also had a PhD in resource and environmental management, Frida Pagani. We'll talk a little bit more about her in a couple of slides. In our teaching, learning, and research, we offer 648 sustainability-related courses. There are over 423 faculty engaged in sustainability research, and we have over 500 faculty, students, and staff engaged in what we call campus as a learning lab projects. So we have a sort of a centrally located administrative unit called the University Sustainability Initiative that aims to help people across campus achieve our goals in terms of teaching, learning, and research as it relates to sustainability. So we provide support for curriculum transportation. We offer fellowships and grants to students and faculty members as well. And we also offer course consultations for redevelopment activities. We make a tremendous effort to engage students in sustainability-related activities. And in fact, as of about 2015, we have about 5,000 students engaged in activities related to sustainability. We have every year what we call sustainability ambassadors, which are a group of super keen students that we support who go to their own peers and organize sustainability activities. And we also have internships that graduate students can take advantage of with community partners, be they, the surrounding municipalities or perhaps companies that are interested in deploying sustainability products and so on. We offer for our students peer leadership programs, sustainability scholars programs. So for example, the City of Vancouver hires 3 or up to 5, I think, graduate students every summer who come to work at the city on sustainability-related projects. And we also bring on to campus important sustainability speakers and have other campus events every year. In terms of operations, I think I mentioned before, we've achieved a 30% reduction in absolute greenhouse gas emissions since 2007, 43% reduction in greenhouse gas emissions on a per student basis since over that same period of time. And in terms of waste diversion, we've been successful in reducing our mass going to waste by 67% since 2007. So we do that through genuine campus engagement activities. We have a fleet of vehicles on campus that are electric vehicles. We have a sort of tremendous green infrastructure on campus now that's been worked on over a couple of decades, and we're beginning to integrate research into all our activities on campus as it relates to sustainability. So just to highlight a couple of the projects that we've been working on, we have now just recently completed an academic district energy system and campus energy center that has changed a steam heat system into, for example, a hot water heating system. We have a bioenergy research and demonstration facility on campus, and we have a continuous optimization program set up where we go into all the buildings and do a retrofit in terms of reducing energy emissions. We make an effort to reach out to community across our campus and focus on well-being across UBC for the people who work there and who live there. We've made a big push to bring students to live onto campus rather than live off campus and have to commute to and from campus. So, and also through that process and through providing sort of support for our students, we've been able to ensure that 70% of the trips to and from UBC are done through sustainable modes of transportation. We also provide grants to communities that are active on campus and in the environs of UBC to help support their activities in moving towards sustainability ways of living. So I'd just like to review with you a couple of the milestones we've been able to achieve. In 1996, we opened the C.K. Choi building, which I'll highlight in the next slide. This building was a pre-LEED certification building. It is made of reused materials and has many other sustainability features, which I'll show you in a minute. I wanted to highlight it because I mentioned Frida Pagana earlier, who was the first director of our sustainability office. She was also a driver to the construction of this building. It was through her work as a graduate student that she was able to begin to put together a plan on how to create such a building, along with her supervisors and her committee, her PhD committee, including Ray Cole, John Robinson, and Bill Rees. We were also the first university in Canada in the 1990s to adopt a sustainability development policy. Moving ahead through to the after 2010, we were able to create many different green buildings on campus. One of our sort of jewels of our green building inventory is the Center for Interactive Research on Sustainability, the CIRS building, and I'd like to highlight that to you in a slide or two. More recently, actually, as we speak, in 2017, we're building on campus and just about completing I think it will be the world's tallest wood building, although there are many other excellent examples of tall wood buildings across the world. And that's the Brock Commons Student Residence, which is 18 stories high. Well, I'll show you a couple of videos of those, that building to complete this presentation. So first I'd like to show you the C.K. Choi building. You can see on this building, the facade is brick. Those are all recycled bricks from previous buildings that had been demolished across campus. On the interior, the structural components include large wood beams that were also recycled from old buildings. It's a passive ventilation system. You'll notice there's a sort of a wooded area in behind the building. The ventilation system in the building takes advantage of the cooling effect of the forests to ensure that the interior is pleasant at all times of the year. It has waterless toilets, so composting toilets on every floor of the building, including the third floor. And it has, there's a rainwater collection system in the building. And I want to point out that this building was really ahead of its time. When it was constructed, there was a lot of skepticism of green building on campus. The plant operations people were not happy with the idea of putting what they perceived as garbage on the facade of the building, the used bricks. So there was a lot of sort of attitude change that happened on campus as a result of this building, and its success has led to a much larger suite of green buildings. I think we're over 58 buildings now. In 2011, we completed the CIRS building. I'll show you a video of that. Take about a minute. This building was created through the integrated design process, which is the sort of basis for the LEED accreditation process for green buildings that is very common across North America. LEED is short for Leadership in Environmental and Energy Design. And the LEED system was actually established as a collaborative effort across the state of Washington, just to the south of British Columbia, which is where the Vancouver campus is located. Also architects and engineers in Vancouver and also state of Oregon got together and created the LEED program in just around the turn of the century. We're not getting any sound on this video, but I think you get the gist through watching the images. It's got photovoltaics in the roof. And this building has really been instrumental in helping UBC create an identity as a sustainability hub. Let me show you another video now. This one on the Brock Commons. Oops. No. We've got to go back to the slide program. The fun with technology. So here, if I can control it, I'll just click on here.
This week we're off to the beautiful campus of the University of British Columbia in Vancouver.
Thank you. Okay, so here's a picture of the Brock Commons. It's a student residence. The other buildings you can see around you are also student residences. This one is very different in that it's the interior structure is made of a wood laminated system. And here I'd like to show another video that emphasizes the benefits of this building. It was constructed in a very short period of time, but there was a tremendous amount of effort going into the production of leading up to the planning of the construction period. Okay, so you get a sense of the floor plan. Every floor is similar. It's an 18-story building. It's due to be completed in the fall of 2017. I'm giving this lecture now in April of 2017, and the exterior structure of the building is complete. This is a picture of the UBC campus and the sort of people that the building will serve. Now this video will show a little bit of some detail in what's different with this building. Again, you're not hearing the sound for the video, but I think you can get a sense of what's involved given the images you're seeing now. It was constructed in a very short period of time really because they were able to use building information system modeling before they actually went into construction that allowed them to plan the construction very concisely. Of course, Vancouver and the University of British Columbia is situated in British Columbia, and wood processing and wood products are a key piece of our economy there. So building tall buildings using wood is seen as a way of using local resources, local building materials. Fire is always considered, this is the first thing people think of when they think of a tall wood building, and every effort has been made to test fire, the issue with fire in the building and make sure that it's successful. Of course, there was life cycle assessments went into determining the impact of using the wood in the building rather than concrete. And it stacks up nicely when you compare it in terms of greenhouse gas emissions and other life cycle assessment measures. So there you can see the estimates we think are going to result from the construction and use of the building over its lifetime. And here we're comparing the building to the other tall wood structures. It's been pretty exciting for the Structural Engineering Committee to watch this building being produced because of the modular construction. Okay, so that concludes my presentation. I hope you've gotten a sense of how we at the University of British Columbia approach sustainability. I'd like to close by saying that we see ourselves as being a potential model for municipalities because we are physically about the size of a small municipality and we have a population of about 60,000 students. So that makes us about the same order of magnitude as cities. So if we can demonstrate sustainable infrastructure here at UBC, then perhaps we'll be able to influence other municipalities across Canada for their benefit. Thank you very much.